Still time to get in on a ticket here in race 10. Exactor Superfecta Tractor and the pick 4 kicks off here in race 10. We have that Wild Horses tag. Even money on First Glance. Mr. Riley 3-1, 7-2 on Ontario, 9-2 on Bet 'em Again, 8-1 on Cowboy Logic, and Burnout Hanover and Brady Sweet are at 7-1 currently. Preferred two pacers lining up in behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate is post time for the 10th race. Upstairs for the call to track announcer Vance Cameron.
First glance, Mr. Riley Manterio. Bet him again. Cowboy Logic, Burnout Hanover. Half a dozen noses moving up onto the starting gate. Race 10. Top of the stretch. All lined up and approaching a start. Rough and pacing, Bet him again, leaving out. First glance at the rail, third one to the turn, Manterio. Away fourth, Mr. Riley. Cowboy Logic goes fifth, the early trailer. That'll be Burnout Hanover. The early leader, Bet him again, in line to Adam Murner by 2.5. Racing from second is First Glance, Manterio. He's away third, gapping out in fourth, Mr. Riley. Fifth at the rail is Cowboy Logic, and trailing the field six, Burnout Hanover. On by the opening station, led by Bet him Again in 28-1. Racing from second is First Glance, rounding the turn third. That's Manterio. Mr. Riley goes fourth. It's Cowboy Logic fifth. Seeing them all six. Burnout Hanover. No movement. Straight alignment as they arrive at the half-mile next. Led by Bet him Again. He's halfway home. First Glance is second. Manterio has third. Closed up fourth, Mr. Riley. Cowboy Logic at the rail fifth to the outside six. Burnout Hanover 56-3 was the half. That was 28-2 in the second split. Bet him Again on the back stretch, leading them to three-quarters. Second is First Glance. Manterio continues third. Fourth at the rail, Mr. Riley. On the outside, Burnout Hanover fifth. Trailing at the rail is Cowboy Logic. Three-quarters in the books, and they were there in 1:25-2. Approaching the 7-8. Bet him Again, trying to take them all the way. First Glance is there second. Coming to the outside. Manterio up the rail third. Deep stretch now. Bet him Again. First Glance. Manterio. Bet him Again and First Glance. While they're on the line together. We're going to need a win picture. Check out the trip. 1:53-1. Wow!
Oh, wow, that's tight on the line. I think maybe Jason Hughes and First Glance reach up in the final strides to get it, but we'll wait to see the results of that photo. Big trip here from the 4, Bet him Again. This guy was an Atlantic Sires Stakes champion. He was in a great class of colts with Woodmere, Steel, Deal, and others. It was just a great class of colts, and this guy put together a big mile with Adam Murner on the front end. Half 56-3, 125-2 to the three-quarters. First Glance has a nice two-hole ride. He's going to pop out at the top of the stretch with Jason Hughes, and they're going to battle down the stretch. Big trip, 153-1 is the mile, and they just have it posted now. The one First Glance, unless it's a dead heat, it looks like First Glance does get up and get the victory over Bet him Again. And for third is the 3, Manterio. What a race here in race 10 and a big mile of 153-1.
First Glance got his nose on the wire first, and he's arriving at the winner's circle. Pacing Roan Gelding 5 by Thinking Out Loud off the Whitefish Falls Dam. A White Glance owned by Jennifer Dahl and Danny Bird of Vernon Bridge. Bred by Dwight Benson of Harrison, Ontario. Trained by Jennifer Dahl, the Blue Knight Jason Hughes has a driving double on this night. And the horse has a new pacing record of 1:53 and 1. First Glance in the 10th.